welcome to this year's 2020 Fine and Performing Arts Awards. We're really excited that we're still able to do this and really excited to give some of these awards out. I hope you enjoy, maybe pretend it's the Oscars, maybe the Globals, I don't know. Have a watch party, grab some popcorn, dress up if you want. And I really hope you enjoy all these little awards that we've tucked together for you. And looking forward to seeing you soon.
Hello everybody, I'm here to present this year's Art Award for Outstanding Achievement in Senior High Art. This year it was just too hard for me to decide on just one person, so I'd like to congratulate both Horizon Chief and Nina Van on winning this year's award, so congratulations. Both girls have been in Art 10, 20, 30 here at Westwood, and they show exceptional skill, dedication, and passion for art. They're both extremely talented artists and very dedicated to their work, and I've seen them grow so much in the last few years, and it's been a real pleasure teaching them. So congratulations to Horizon and Nina. This year's recipient of the Outstanding Journey Through High School Art goes to Joshua Arbeau. I'd like to congratulate Joshua. He has always had a tremendous amount of creativity, imagination, and flair. Joshua is an individual, and he always came to class with something special, and his work always reflected that. It was always different, and he was not afraid to try something new or to push the boundaries. Going along with all of that creativity, over the last few years, his skills have also come a tremendous way, and he has really added to the Westwood arts culture. So congratulations, Joshua.
Hi everybody, Mr. Terry. I'm here to present the awards for the senior high guitar and the top junior high guitar players. The junior high award goes to Amethyst Cardinal. She's a very introspective and innovative guitar player. Looking for good things from her in the future. And for the high school award, we're going with Liliana Geldart. Liliana Geldart asked great questions in class, and she's also very aware of her own style and what she likes. Thank you very much.
These next awards are our band awards. I was so pleased with our bands this year. We had worked on a lot of really cool music, and we have real talent here at Westwood. It was really hard to pick any one person out, but someone who really stood out for me in junior band this year was a beginner, had never played an instrument before, and picked this instrument up and was phenomenal. Could easily have joined senior band right off the bat. Reese Jalon. I am so proud of you. I hope you never ever put your saxophone down. I am so proud of you. Congratulations. A second junior band member who really stood out for me was Kalin, Vander. Kalin, you came to us from another school with established skills already. Any percussion instrument I asked you to play, including mallets, well done. You fit right in so well that it's like you've always been a part of Westwood. Our next musician of the year is a senior, a delightful young man I met very early when he moved to Westwood. And this person, very, very quiet. Like most bass players, very laid back. Very laid back. Really goes with the flow, has true skills, just dives in and does what's needed, can always be counted on. Kalin, you are our Senior Musician of the Year. You fit in beautifully in whatever ensemble or group that you participate in, and I am excited to see where you go. You need to come and visit me when you can. Congratulations again, Kalin, Senior Musician of the Year. You may not be aware, but singers are also musicians. And they're a really unique type of musician. They don't use an instrument, obviously. They just use their whole selves. And there are some strong techniques for doing that, and you can hurt your instrument as well. I'm babbling. You don't need to know that. What you do need to know is that we have selected some fine choristers for these next awards. Our first award is someone who has always been there, always been enthusiastic, always been solid in learning their part, in showing up, in being an example, in helping out. And this person is Candace McGee. I am so pleased to name you Junior Chorister of the Year for Westwood. I am so delighted every year when you come back again and again and stick to it, and your lovely voice, and congratulations. Now for seniors, I have such trouble saying goodbye to our seniors, but I have two very deserving people in our senior choir that I really want to acknowledge. Our first senior chorister is Faith Vander. Faith, again, always quiet, but always there. I love your laugh. I admit, your laugh is one of my favorite things. And this year, I was so sorry that your grandmother didn't get to see our song that was from where you're from. Somehow that song will get done another day, and I sure hope that you can come back and be part of it in some way, because it was so much fun. Faith, you have a delightful voice, and you have a great personality, and what you've done for us at Westwood in our choir is, thank you so much for sharing your talents with us. Congratulations, Faith. Our second award-winning chorister is, the words that come to mind are bubbly and effervescent and bouncy and happy, and every time I see you, Krithika, I just can't help but smile. You are such an amazing person, and you have a beautiful voice. Your private lessons show. You've always helped out and helped your section learn their part. You've always been on top of making sure that those parts are absolutely correct. Rhythm, pitch, everything, getting the right tone. You have been a true leader in your section, and I thank you for that. Krithika, you've been involved in our productions as well, and I want to congratulate you as well for being one of our senior choristers of the year. Congratulations.
I'm here today to present the Outstanding Team Spirit Award for the Westwood Improv team. This award means that the recipient has been able to work with the coach and the rest of the team through all of the trials and tribulations. They have worked hard to support team members. They have also worked to take criticisms and get better at their craft. This year's award recipient is Brooklyn Zaharchuk. Brooklyn, early on, was always willing to go above and beyond with her acting skills. She would constantly ask what to improve on. She would work with other team members to help lift them up, understanding that we each have our weaknesses and what can we do to help support our strengths. Brooklyn was an impeccable team member who would always keep in mind the fact that even though motivations may be low, her spirit had to be high for the team. Thank you so much for being an excellent member of the team, Brooklyn. Congratulations.
What do you mean we're doing these arts awards? I can't even get to a hair salon right now, And my nails are atrocious. Those nail technicians aren't even open right now. What are we starting with? We're going to start with the rising star. Okay, stay tuned. I'll call you back later. Hi, Westwood. I'd like to talk to you about the rising star of stage. This is a person who has been in our school for 1 year, who has given her all. She is only in grade 9 and has shown her true passion already for the arts. She's involved in community theater in lots of ways. She's also been active on our improv team, and she came through in the fall to be in our Monty Python production of the educational show, and showed her true colors in singing, in movement, in stage presence, abilities to memorize scripts incredibly well, show passion and character on stage. And this year's star, rising star, is Jennifer Bowie. So Jenny, we are so proud of you, and hope to see you on the stage at Westwood in future. Way to go. I'm just so glad I get to rest. Yeah, it's been just a journey, but oh, I really miss those actors. Anyway, first semester, we had a great time on stage in the Monty Python production. You should have seen those kids in those roles. Oh my gosh, such diversity. Playing not just one role, but a multiple. Oh, are we on camera? Uh-oh, I gotta go, hang on. Hi, everybody, and now we'd like to talk about the students who were in a performance in a role, and that is 3 students. Couldn't pick one, they were all so amazing. Our 3 students, the first young man came to Westwood here. This was his coming back to Westwood after taking a hiatus, and came on stage and was brilliant. He would have put John Cleese to shame in several roles. His articulation, his ability to sing was absolutely phenomenal, and his diversity in playing various characters really stood out for me. If this boy wanted to go into theater as a career, he could. And that recipient of this year's performance in a production is Cooper Fadden. Way to go, Cooper. We're so proud of you. Our next young lady is definitely out there doing different things in community theater. She recently was in a Keanu production of Flashdance, also Mamma Mia, and last year was in Legally Blonde, playing the main character of Elle Woods. And again, showing her diversity on stage, not afraid to play cross genders, roles, and doing all kinds of amazing performances. Comedy, I think, is definitely going to be part of her future. We wish her success. She's going into the performing arts as a career. So I'd like to say that Isabella O'Sullivan is also our recipient for actor in a performance. Our third person is a young lady who's been at Westwood for 3 years and has been actively involved in various things, choir and basically stage productions, and has really built up her amazing stamina on stage and has shown this spunk that has come through this last year. She really is an amazing stage actor, and has shown that ability to have that quick comedic timing. A really phenomenal performer that I've been so proud to work with over the years, and that is Ivy Hilton. So congratulations, Cooper, Isabella, and Ivy. We are so proud of you. We know that this is your last year at Westwood, and we wish you the very best for future out in the field, whatever you're going into. If all of you want to do theater on the side or as a career, we know that you've got it. So well done. Can you hear me up there? Are the sound levels okay? And the lighting looks good? It's not making me look too old or anything? Okay, that's good, thank you. Technology. Technology in theater is very important. And this next award is for the theater technician. This person getting this award happens to be in grade 9, and he is an exceptional, professional person. he never gave up during the process of us putting together our production of Monty Python's educational show, which had a lot of sound technology and videography. And so he was with us from day one. He basically poured his soul into making sure that the levels were right, that the sounds were working timing-wise, and the videos were working effectively. And additionally to that, he also came in and helped us with the stagecraft too. So this young man is very much worthy of this award. I'm really hoping that we get to work with him in future, and that is Nathan Prasad. Nathan, we're so very proud of you. You are an amazing part of Westwood, and we look forward to working with you in future. Congratulations on your Technicians Award for 2020. These props are great. I can't believe this was actually made from scratch. I don't know how they do it. But somebody has to put all these things together, arrange the flowers, put the books together, sometimes create things like Viking helmets and costumes and pieces for scenery and painting backdrops. And along with all those roles, sometimes they have to double up in other roles. And this young man that I'm about to mention is getting an award for assistant stage manager and stagecraft. A stage manager often has to do all these things and gather props and so forth. And this young man poured his soul this year. He is only in grade 7. And he turned around and spent every moment that he could outside of the school day at Westwood, working in the theater, working backstage, taking notes, helping us build things in the art room. And when it came to the crunch, he also did some performances on stage in addition. And I have never seen anybody put in so much time at that age before. He was truly remarkable. So this year's recipient of this award is Kalin Prasad. Kalin, we're so proud of you and hope to be working with you in future at Westwood. Well done. Our next two recipients are the people who are getting the award for Outstanding Achievement in Overall Dramatic Arts. The first young man came to us in grade 10 and slowly started to work his way into theater. And he started behind the scenes doing a lot of sound and lighting, and eventually gravitated towards stage work. His actual role that we saw him on stage for the first time in a big role was in Legally Blonde. He has since shown his colors in various things. He is interested in stagecraft. He put in an excessive amount of time into our Monty Python production, but in the classroom he's also true to his form and did amazing work in the drama 20 level class this year in performing with others in productions. And I can't say enough amazing things about this young man. So Zachary Nelson Elser, you are our recipient of this award. The second young lady is also a phenomenal actor. She last year came to light in the production of Barefoot in Nightgown by Candlelight. She's on the improv team. She has stunning stage performance moments. This year she was in a production called Identity Crisis where she really shined, and I think that she has amazing stamina and stage presence, and that is Faith Mahoney. Zach and Faith, so very proud of you both, and so pleased that I was able to be your teacher during these last few years. I wish you the best, and congratulations on these awards. You want the phone over here, and you want me to speak into it and say the alphabet backwards, and then say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious backwards as well. as well as performing Hamlet. Okay, I can do it. Thank you, director. Okay, with you behind me, I'm sure I can accomplish this. That was my director. Directors have a tough job. Directors have to have a vision. They have to be able to communicate with grace. They have to be able to balance different personalities. They have to sometimes be a jack of all trades and a master of none. And this year we had 2 exceptional directors that are going to be the recipients of the Directors Awards this year. The first young lady has been actively involved in theater all the way through Westwood and also on the improv team. And she has really shown her stamina as an actor. Last year she actually was in a paired performance that she took to Drama Festival. And this year she took on a mighty production called Dentity Crisis. Dentity Crisis, written by Christopher Durang, is an ambitious piece of theater. And this young lady nailed it so well. She had her actors on board. She was able to explain and delve into this lighthearted play that has a really heavy meaning that also covers subjects like mental health. I knew she was a superstar all along, but one of the stories that happened that made her profound was when we were performing and doing a rehearsal, and an RCMP officer was wandering through, a community RCMP officer. She strolled in, she said hi, she said, "What are you doing?" We said, "We're practicing a rehearsal." She said, "Do you mind if I watch?" And she came and watched a full rehearsal. That shows confidence on the part of this director to say, hey, I'm comfortable with letting somebody sit into a show when we're partway through. At that point, the show wasn't to its full level, but it was fully polished and ready to go. That particular play was destined to go on to our one-act festival this year, which, due to COVID-19, we were unable to achieve that particular journey. But I know that this director would have done so well with her team, and she is an extraordinary human being. I've watched her over the years, and I'm so pleased that I got to be in the classroom with this young lady. I really hope that she gets the chance to direct again, and that is Brooklyn Zaharchuk. Brooklyn, so very proud of you. I wish you the best, and I really highly advise you to continue doing theater because you've got the calling and you are so amazing. So congratulations. Our second individual has gone through an interesting journey too. Started off doing behind the scenes stage work as assistant stage manager. Last year got on stage in a musical. And this year has come out of his shell as an actor. I have never seen him so big on stage as actor in one role and director in another. And his production of Telltale Heart was phenomenal. He worked extremely hard. He had a clear vision, worked very well with the actors in communicating and putting together a vision that he had ready for one acts. When he recasted the show for some of the roles for one acts, he also upped the ante by starting to tweak the show and the performance as a director, and those conversations were pretty deep. I am so very proud that I have been able to go through his entire high school years and watch him grow as not just a performer, but also as a confident leader, as well as being in the role of director. Finn DuPont is the recipient. Finn, so very proud of you. Brooklyn and Finn, your journeys ahead are going to be interesting, and please don't forget us, but also remember that you are talented performers and artists, and I hope you take advantage of that in the future as well, because you are so amazing, the pair of you. Thank you.
The 2020 Heart of the Arts. This award is presented annually to the student who shows significant achievement in multiple disciplines. This year's award goes to Will Horsley. Will has been a part of WIT, he's been a part of every drama production, he's been a part of band and choir, and I have seen him draw and do art as well. Congratulations, Will.